Welcome back to the Family Guy Podcast. This is Season 2, Episode 1 of the Family Guy Podcast.
Let's go. Happy New Year. Oh, shit. Did you just shit yourself?
A little bit. It's
All right, yeah. Welcome back to the Family Guy Podcast. We're on Season 2 now.
Season freaking 2?
In 2024.
Holy crap, Lois. We're on Season 2.
Shit.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
Oh, fuck.
We should do more impressions on this podcast. Yeah. Like, Dude Joe. Say, we're on Season 2, Peter.
I can't really say his voice.
We're on Season 2, Peter.
That's not his voice.
Peter. Sounds like Peter.
He kind of like yells a little bit when he talks.
We're on Season 2, Peter.
Kind of, actually. That's it.
What the fuck?
Your breath smells like cat shit, bro.
Yeah. I just ate out of the litter box. So that's
yeah, I figured. But, all right.
All right, welcome to Season 2, guys. We finally did it. We're plowing through this thing. Giggity, giggity.
Yeah, buddy.
So Season 2, Episode 1. Before we get into this episode, actually, I wanted to, first of all, thank you guys for the support.
Oh, yeah. Thank you guys for the support lately.
It's been very good.
Yeah.
We just started this podcast like a few weeks ago, and it's
a few weeks ago?
We've already posted 7 episodes because we've been doing 2 episodes a week.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Every Sunday and Wednesday.
Yeah.
Tune in every
Sunday and Wednesday. Tune in.
Be sure to rate 5 stars, by the way, if you
enjoy
this
podcast. I don't know why I'm pointing at the camera when it's like audio.
We're recording this, but we're just not using the video yet. We're going to go video soon. We're just trying to build a little set.
Yeah,
so
build a set.
Look forward to that. But I want to thank you guys for the support. I wanted to look at these stats with you guys for a minute.
Didn't we have like some Q&A answers?
Yeah, and we also got we got a voice message.
Oh, nice.
And we got 2 Q&A responses.
Nice. Pull it up.
So first of all, 186 plays already on the pod. Nothing crazy, but it shows a lot of potential for us.
Yeah.
3 5-star ratings. One of them's me, but still.
Yeah.
All right. I'm a little sick right now. I got a raging fever, but...
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
No, I don't.
Shit.
I don't. I haven't had a fever in like 72 hours.
All right, let's play this.
All right, so first of all, we have this voice message from Callum. I'm going to edit it in, so I'm just going to play it to you.
Okay.
Now, I actually know you, Callum. Thank you for... He interviewed me on like his talk show.
Oh, cool.
Hello, Dakota and Ryder. It's your favorite British man, Callum. What got you into Family Guy? Thank you.
Well, Callum, what got us into Family Guy?
What got me in the Family Guy?
I
feel like you told me about it because that's what I rewatched. Because I watched it first. No, unless
you did watch it first. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, actually, I started watching it first.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Like a couple years ago, I started watching it. I watched the first like 2 seasons, and then I kind of fell out of it.
Yeah,
for
but
some
I
reason.
did the opposite.
Yeah, and then you were like, I watched a couple with you, and I was watching it, and you were like, I like this show.
Yeah.
And then you eventually picked it up.
I just want to give you guys a...
Grinded it.
So, my last year of high school, I pretty much like grinded the whole thing. Yeah, my last year. Like this year, technically, but it was like a couple months ago. Like a long
early
time ago.
2023?
Yeah, early 2023. Got into it. I would get out of school like at 1 something.
Damn, bro.
Didn't have to work till like 3, so I was like free like all the time, and I worked like 3 days a week. Anyways, I would literally go through half a season a day on the days I didn't have to work.
And there's long ass seasons too, like 24 episodes.
The only season that took me more than like a week.
Yeah,
it was like season 4.
Right,
because that was like 30 episodes, and I think I watched like 10 episodes a day.
Yeah.
Whoa. So wait. I swear it took a long. I don't know.
10 episodes a day is a little crazy.
I think I kind of like switched to a different show during that time because I was just kind of like burnt out a little bit. Obviously, from like watching like half a season a day. Right. I was kind of burnt out.
That's pretty rough. Yeah.
But yeah, it's a good show. I like doing this.
What originally made you start? Was it that I was watching it?
It was just that you were watching it.
Because I know you probably knew of it before I told you about it. Like you knew that it existed. You never.
I knew that. Oh, I know why. Because before you told me about it, or like we watched it like an episode together, I saw a bunch of clips on it on Instagram Reels, and I was like, holy shit, it's so funny. I'm going to start watching it.
Yeah, because you fell into the Family Guy pipeline.
I did. I fell into the Family Guy pipeline.
You were like, oh, I like this show. And then months later, I remember because I was like, because you started showing me all these clips of Family Guy. And then you were like, I might actually watch this. It's on Hulu. I might actually give it a watch. And then you started watching it.
Dude, I started watching it. I fucking grinded that thing like out in like 2 months.
That's
I
crazy.
think 2.5 months.
No, it was like it felt like forever, at least to me, anyways. Because I know you did it when we went to North Carolina. You were watching it then.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it was more than like.
Because I remember you were like binging it.
Yeah.
You were like late in the show at that point.
Yeah, I was probably like in what was season 21. I was probably like season 10 maybe.
But
around that. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I've basically gotten into it because, well, first of all, my dad has always been a big fan of Family Guy.
Yeah, I see on his Hulu queue sometimes.
Yeah, he's watched every episode.
I bet.
But I mean, like, we never watched it together, obviously.
Yeah, that's not
it's not something you watch with your son.
Yeah.
Let's watch this show where Hitler makes a cameo in the first 3 episodes in a row.
That's crazy, dude.
In a row.
That was great.
I mean, I think I just basically found it from, watching, knowing that my dad liked it, knowing that it was funny, seeing clips that you showed me, and then you watched the whole show, and I was like, all right, I got to watch the whole show too. So then I finally got to it.
Now you're actually watching the whole show.
I'm on mid-season 6.
Yeah, I'm technically, I don't know. I kind of fell out of like season 22 for some reason. I just kind of fell out of TV for a while until we started this rewatch podcast pretty much.
Yeah.
Because I just watched Two Bears, One Cave.
The pod
on YouTube. Literally, like when I'm at work, I'll listen to it. When I'm at the house, I watch it on YouTube. I just watch old episodes at this point. Like kind of early episodes. It's great.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right, so we got two Q&A responses on Spotify.
Okay.
So the first one we got was from Kodachrome. I think that's how you say it.
Wait, let me see.
Kodachrome.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Kodachrome, yeah. New episode, yay! I gotta say, I'm pretty excited for the rest of these, especially Da Boom, which is the episode where it's like all in Peter's head, I think, but where like the world is like going to shit, and then they like have to do this long trek. You remember that episode? And then they like build like a Twinkie factory or something.
Oh.
It's episode 3 of season 2.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
I love that episode.
What you're talking about. Yeah, it's really good.
I'm also excited for that. So you can get that next. Shit, when is this coming out?
This is coming out
Wednesday. So
yeah,
next Wednesday.
Okay.
You can get that next Wednesday. Kodachrome. And good luck on the podcast. Thank you, Kodachrome. We hope to see you around.
Hope to see you around, man.
Thanks for the support.
Thanks for
Now we got another one from. Oh shit. From Penelope. I'm sorry, probably butchering the hell out of that. Family Guy, I love your shows. They are very good. I watch them every single day, Sundays, and now I have to watch them on Wednesdays too. Thank you for tell me again for making it Wednesday now.
Oh man! All right, buddy.
Why did you sound grossed out?
work on your grammar.
English might not be his first language.
I know.
Or maybe he's like 6. It's hard to tell.
Maybe. Who knows?
I like how when I like read like broken English to you went, ugh.
It was just like weird.
Gross.
It's not like
you start puking.
I feel like I want to puke right now.
No. We love you. Thank you for the support, Penelope. By the way, speaking of fans, or I don't know fans, but
yeah.
If we go to audience, how much do you think our viewers or our listeners are female?
Like 35%.
Let's see.
I was close.
Oh dang, it's actually less than that. Wow. It's 25%.
Okay.
Dude, there was a point in time, I kept looking at this. There was a point in time where it was like 80% female. I was like, so we're like 80% Riz.
Yeah.
80%.
Wait, how much is male? I just want to see. Probably like what?
63.
Yeah.
And then we have 3% non-binary and 9% not specified.
All right.
All right.
We're doing good in every community.
Yeah. All right, before we get started, let me blow my fucking honker.
Oh,
Keep them entertained.
Okay, guys. So today, I'm just gonna introduce the episode real quick. Today we're gonna recap season 2, episode 1. Peter, Caviar Eater. This is a really cool episode. It's pretty much about Peter wishes Lois's family member to die, and then they inherit a big house, and then he becomes rich. That's pretty much what it is. Also, and then he has a downfall at an auction.
What does the name even mean?
It's like, I think.
Is just caviar just a fancy thing? And
caviar is a fancy like food that you find at like really famous restaurants and like nice restaurants.
Isn't it like fish eggs or something?
I think so. Yeah.
Because they never really talked about caviar in the episode, so I was kind of confused.
It's just kind of like hinting that it's going to be like
he's going to be fancy.
He's going to become Brian's going to train him to become fancy. That's pretty much like. It's so weird. I was gonna I told myself like, hey, because it was gonna be a long time before we start filming this one. I was like, hey, I'm probably gonna rewatch the episode before we do it. But honestly, like just looking at like just glazing at this,
you can
pretty much like
refresh your memory.
Remember the whole thing pretty much.
All right, here's the summary for this episode. Lois's aunt dies and leaves the family her summer mansion. Peter, attempting to fit in, gets Brian to help him be fancy everybody else. Peter gets caught up in this act and bids $100 million on a vase. The next day, Peter snaps out of this rich guy hysteria and realizes what he's done. He then figures out a way to slither out of it as per usual.
Yes.
So I actually wrote this summary myself this time.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
That's pretty
Did
accurate.
I do a good job?
Yeah.
I tried to make it less than that first episode where I had a whole fucking 2 paragraphs, but I tried to make it because all the summaries I found online were just like shit. I was like,
yeah. This episode was interesting because it's so funny because when Lois at the very beginning,
mm-hmm.
she's telling like Meg and Chris like her aunt's gonna come over and Peter doesn't know yet, and then Meg's like, I don't want
Aunt Margaret.
Yeah, Aunt Margaret.
I think.
Meg's like, yeah, I don't want to sleep in Chris's room. It smells like milk.
Yeah, old milk.
Yeah, old milk. And he's like, I would clean it up if I could find it.
That got me. I was like, I wrote that down too. I was like, Chris's room smells like old milk.
Yeah.
Why does it smell like old milk? I mean, that tracks. That tracks.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, I gotta blow my nose again. Damn. This is fun.
Oh, this is great. It's so funny because I'm just remembering when Aunt Margaret comes to the house and she like fully collapses. Peter's like, and Lois like, oh my gosh, she's dead. And Peter's like, be careful what you wish for, Lois.
Yeah, I think. Oh yeah, that's right.
Because he hates her.
Yeah, because before that he tells Lois, Lois says her aunt is coming to town to stay with him, and Peter's like, oh, not Aunt Margaret.
Yeah,
I hate her. And then she says, if it wasn't for her, we would have never met.
Yeah.
By the way, I like how this episode tells the story of like them.
Yeah, how they meet.
I think that was pretty cool. So it says, I wrote this thing down. It cuts to a flashback of Peter and Lois meeting. Lois was getting out of the pool, and her aunt called over the towel boy, which is Peter. Yeah. Peter was astonished with Lois's beauty and gives her a towel. But he says, "My name is Towel. I have a Peter for you." And then Lois laughs, and he says, "Ah, geez. I mean, my name is Peter, and I'll be your nipples, towel boy."
Yeah, it's
ah, geez.
Yeah.
And she just laughs.
Yeah.
And that's how they met, which is really funny.
It's also funny how Peter gets treated like crap by Lois's family. Like, there's this cutaway. I don't remember exactly where it is, where Peter's talking to Brian, I think, about, like, Lois's dad. And it's a cutaway of him, like, getting almost, like, killed, like, and caught on fire because Lois's dad throws, like, his watch near the fire. He's like, Peter, why don't you be a good boy and fetch me my watch? And he's like, sure thing, Mr. Peterson. And he goes
to bend over
and he tries to, like,
just to kick him in.
Yeah, kick him in. It's so funny. And then, like, Lois's mom, like, kind of giggles at it.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good. It's great.
Yeah, Lois's family is so mean to Peter.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like you were saying, Aunt Margaret walks to the door and then says, Lois, and then falls over and just fucking dies.
Yeah, dude, she looks fucking old as shit.
She's like, Lois.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. And then,
oh, man.
After Lois tells Peter at the funeral that she left. Oh, yeah, so they go to the funeral. Yeah. And they're there. And he's like, I don't want a beer. I don't even fucking like this old bag.
Yeah, that's true. Dude. Yeah, and then, like, they have an estate, and Peter's like, oh, my gosh, we're going to be stinking rich.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I wrote down how, like, when Peter's, like, they're getting the will, there's, like, a video. He's, like, crossing his fingers. He's, like, treating it like gambling. He's like, please be something, please be something, please. And then she's like, Peter.
Yeah.
Oh, also before that, when they're at the funeral, Lois is like, she left something in her will for us. We have to go meet the guy.
Yeah.
And he's like, holy crap, oh, you sweet broad, I love you. And he pulls her freaking corpse out of the basket.
Oh, yeah, and start dancing.
He starts dancing with her dead body.
Like, da, and people just look at him like,
oh, shit, she's dead.
They're just like.
Yeah, they go, so funny.
Yeah.
Imagine at a funeral.
Oh, man.
Someone just pulls out the corpse and starts dancing.
That's crazy, dude.
Oh, man. This episode, though, like, for Family Guy, it's pretty tame.
Yeah, it is. This episode is kind of like one of those, like, I wouldn't say plain, but, like, more mellow episodes where it's just kind of like, Peter danced with a dead body, and that's about
the craziest thing that happens.
That's like the peak episode. That's like the peak part of the episode.
Yeah, that's like Yeah, the most like
because mostly I think
shocking
this
bit.
this episode really just kind of talks about like Lois and how Peter and her met.
Yeah, and it like tells.
Yeah.
It shows as the story goes on, Peter tries to become fancy to fit in with others, but Lois doesn't like that because she likes him because he was different from everybody else, and so then they start to fall apart, and then they get back to they fix it all at the end.
They always fix it all at the end
with a great way, which we'll get there.
I don't remember what the end was because my internet was being bad and cut out.
Oh, your internet. That's right, your internet cut out.
That's
Freaking loser.
I know.
We gotta start a Patreon so you can get better internet.
I know. Guys, how about this? How about this? Put in the Q&A if you would join a Patreon so I can get better internet.
Yeah,
Please.
because yeah. So you can actually listen. You can actually do the rewatches.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's bad. Like I don't know how. Like I might have to do a rewatch, like one episode a week or per day.
I tried to do it on my phone one time and then write the notes on my phone at the same time. Dude, it was really bad.
Yeah.
It was so annoying. It was so frustrating. Yeah. By the way, if you guys would like what you were just saying, leave in the Q&A if you would sign up for like a subscription, whether it be on Spotify or on Patreon, where you would get bonus episodes. I think we should do like a rewatch of like American Dad, or I've actually never seen
rewatches.
It, so not even a rewatch.
Different shows, but you have to be willing to sign up like for a Patreon. Yeah, $5 at the most.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, 5.
Yeah, 5.
But because we're almost at the point on Spotify where we can do this thing called subscriptions, where we can add bonus episodes.
Yeah.
And you can pay a monthly subscription to get bonus episodes. So let us know if you would actually pay for that, because if so, then we'll do it and we'll start pumping out bonus episodes.
Yeah, we'll do some
2 episodes a week and then also a bonus episode a week.
Okay, so 3. Ooh, 3 episodes a week.
Man. But the bonus episode would be like something different.
Yeah. It'll be different. Maybe like King of the Hill, American Dad.
Yes.
What else is there? There's a lot of anime
so many
shows.
different things. Fucking Simpsons, maybe?
Simpsons. That would. Oh my gosh, dude. Those episodes are like 30 minutes long.
Yeah, well, they're like the same as Family Guy. They're just 35 seasons.
Okay.
So that's pretty crazy.
All right, guys, let's get back into it.
Yeah, back to the episode. So yeah, they figured out that they got a summer house. Peter says they found out that Aunt Margaret left the Griffins their summer home. Peter reacts to this by saying, "Wow, our own summer house. Now I feel bad for doing that thing with her toothbrush."
Oh yeah.
What did he do with her toothbrush?
I don't know. I wish they would have showed a cutaway of something.
Just him spitting on it or something.
And then it's funny because when they get there, the help starts singing this really catchy song. I forgot how it goes, but
Me too.
It's really funny.
Oh, yeah, I wrote down this one bit that they said though, when they were singing. They said, "We'll do the best we can with Meg."
Oh
yeah,
responds,
what are you saying? I'm ugly, and the maids respond, "It doesn't matter. You're rich now."
Yeah, it's funny because at the end they're like, "All right, the old bag only paid us for the song. Let's get the hell out of here." And then he did
his whole musical number, where it's like, "Oh my God, we're gonna help you with everything. We love you. We're gonna do everything for you. We're gonna do your homework. We're gonna scrub your back. We're gonna, give you a massage." And then after the song is like, "All right, that's a wrap, people. Let's get out of here."
Yeah. And then Peter this is the point where Peter's like, "No, I'll hire him on." And Lois is like, "Peter, where'd you get the money?" And he's like, "I sold our old house to Quahog."
She's like, "What?
Yeah.
You didn't even talk to me about this." Peter's like, "We can fit in. We can go and we can live with the fancy people." And
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this is when it cuts away to diamonds. She'll pretty much have to.
Oh God, that's another one of the that's the only second shock humor in the whole episode. And this is about almost midway through the episode.
Oh my God, dude. Yeah, that was crazy. It's a cutaway where it's like an old timey is it like a silent movie kind of thing?
Yeah, it's a silent movie, I think, and they're I forgot
black and white.
I forgot. Yeah, it's black and white.
It's like it's like a diamond ring, and he puts it on her finger, and then it cuts away in the black screen, and it says diamonds. She'll pretty much have to, and it shows her going down. Yeah. It's so crazy, dude. I laughed out loud when I saw that. Yeah. So Peter says he hired all the employees. Brian finds that they have a bar, and he's immediately ecstatic.
Oh yeah, he's like
don't make me beg.
Yeah. It's funny because he goes speeds to the bar real quick, and
he's
then
wagging his tail.
Yeah, and then it's funny. The bartender comes appears out of nowhere. He's like, "What do you want? I got Jack on the Rocks. I got martinis. I got everything you want."
So good.
He's like, "Oh man."
So then it cuts to Peter and Lois at a fancy restaurant.
Oh,
people.
Wait. Oh, yeah, that's right. And Peter tells like
Tells a gross story about like a massive rat.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And they're like, and then
like a whore or something. He tells like some like crazy story about like
a whore.
Yeah.
About a whore.
Yeah. Dude, I wanted to make a little tangent here and talk about speaking of like rats and shit like that. So the other day I was walking because this writer Mojo. I'm watching my brother's dog right now.
Yeah. Oh
this
yeah.
crazy like what is he?
He's like
beagle.
he's like a beagle mixed with a blue tick. Hound.
Yeah, blue tick beagle.
So he's
but he's funny. He's cute. He's a nice dog. But the other day I was walking him with my dog Sasha also.
Oh shit! Did he like eat something?
Well, no. So we were walking by in the alleyway. My mom was holding him, and all of a sudden he looks over and he like sees something. He starts sniffing and he bites it. Dude, there's a fucking dead squirrel.
Oh god!
It is so dead that it looks like it's frozen. It's like stiff.
Yeah, it's like,
and it looks like it has like ice on it, and it's like.
Maybe it did die of like,
I think it might have died and then it got like, because it got really cold and it like froze a little bit.
Holy shit,
and
man.
Mojo was carrying it for a second.
Nice.
Like he picked it up by the tail and we started walking. And we were like, Mojo, get that down, what the hell?
Yeah. Oh shit.
So.
But yeah.
That was crazy.
Okay.
Mojo's like, I'll take this for later.
Yeah, I'll save that for later. And this is the point. Okay, are we back in the episode?
Yeah, back in the episode.
So this is the point after Peter tells that disgusting story. Obviously, he gets kicked out. Peter's like, they're floating in the pool. Peter's like to Brian, "I'll never be a gentleman, Brian. Face it, I'm just a sloppy hot mess." and then Peter's like, "Brian, can you help me be a man?" And then like
a fancy,
like a gentleman or fancy guy. And then like. And then it cuts to Peter and like electric, because like Brian tried everything he could, and then he's like, "I'm hoping we wouldn't have to do this, Peter." And he's like hooked up to electroshock therapy. He has like a fancy TV show, like a gentleman TV show, and like some like trashy action movie or whatever.
I didn't really get the references because I don't.
Oh, it was funny because every time Peter would like look at the wrong one.
Yeah. I got that, but I didn't get like what the shows they were referencing.
Yeah, I didn't know either.
I'm sure that if it was,
I just assumed that the wrong one was like the messy action movie or whatever. So,
but yeah, that was a funny bit. Yeah, it was Frasier. That's what it was. The fancy show is Frasier.
Oh, okay. I don't really know what that show is.
It's like
but
a spinoff of some other show. I'm pretty sure. I don't know, but
yeah,
it was like said something fancy, and he's like, "This really is the smartest show on TV," and then some slop shit happened over there, and he's like, "Oh wait, whoa." Yeah, that was a good bit. And then let's see. Lois explains who did she explain that to? She explains it to Meg. Oh, I think she explains it to like Meg and Chris because they're like, "Can't believe Dad got us kicked out of the whatever club."
Oh yeah, Meg like kind of acts like a like spoiled rich.
Oh yeah, because she's like she gets crazy. Yeah,
she's like
Chris does too.
Yeah,
Chris does.
Wait, what? I forgot what he does.
Later in the episode, he goes like, "I only want to go back to Quahog so I can poke poor people with sticks."
Oh yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
But so Lois is explaining like how she loves Peter because he was different from all the other people, and meanwhile Brian is teaching Peter how to fit in. Lois comes out at the party, and Peter comes out at the party and is like every other rich man.
Yeah, and it's like this. It's like
he's got like a little fake mustache on.
Yeah, he's like
he looks like his twin brother. You remember how he has like a twin brother that shows up sometimes?
Oh yeah, that's
with
right.
The mustache.
Yeah.
And he goes,
It's also funny because Peter like has those fancy like goggle like glass things, and he's like looks at some girls like tits or whatever.
Oh yeah.
He's like, nice. Yeah, literally.
I like how Peter's still himself, but he just like
acts fancy.
Acts like he doesn't have a fancy voice.
Yeah. He doesn't have a fancy voice, and it makes him fancy.
He's like, if you call Star Wars collectibles something. I don't know what he was talking about, but I remember he said something about Star Wars. Yeah. So he comes out. Well, everyone is pleased. Yeah. Lois is not pleased with
Lois
this.
doesn't like it. She's like, why is Peter acting so odd?
Like, Brian, do you have something to do with this? And he's like,
it's funny, Brian. No, dude.
Brian
later,
gets wasted.
Yeah, dude. He's like, come on, Toots, you want to do something?
Like smacks her ass.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Oh man.
Peter is in an auction and he gets caught up with being rich, and he puts up 100. He's like a bet. It's like 100,000, 150,000.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
200,000. He's like $100 million.
And they're like, whoa, this is a world record. Don't, because it's like a charity auction.
Yeah, and because he's like caught up in this facade of being a rich man,
being a rich New England.
And then it cuts to Brian peeing in a bush, and he's all drunk, and he's like, money, 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 money. I can't even do that.
Money,
'cause my
money,
voice is all-
money.
Money. That's what he sounds like.
Shit.
That's what he sounds like. It's so funny. He's like holding like a booze, and he's like his suit's all unbuckled. It's funny how Brian, while he's fancy and he's like put together, when he drinks, he just goes like off the walls.
Yeah, man, that's what you do.
It's so funny. Brian's such an alcoholic.
He's an alcoholic book writer. That's literally what he is.
Yeah. So how's a novel you're working on? Got some nice character development. I love that bit. It goes on for so long, but I love it. Stewie just. So how's that novel?
So he's not really in this episode.
He's not really. That's true. He's.
I don't even think
He's there.
I don't even think he resolves the plot.
He doesn't. No, he doesn't do that. I don't think anymore.
Yeah, I think
I think that was kind of a season 1 thing.
Yeah, that was a season 1.
I really like it, but it is what it is, you know.
All right.
Let's see. Lois declares that they're gonna move back to Quahog, and the kids will go with her. The kids respond by saying, "Quahog is for poor people. I only want to go back to there to poke poor people with sticks."
Yeah.
Peter then walks in all fancy and says he doesn't like how they've. Lois says that he doesn't like how they've all changed.
Yeah. It's funny how Lois was like rich, but she's not like, you know, like
yeah. She's like sick of all this like rich
Yeah.
people stuff, and she's like, I just want to be like a normal person. And then Peter is sitting in a chair doing his rich things. Wait, no,
He's like-
Peter. Oh yeah, this is funny. When Lois complains about that, Peter hands Lois a wad of cash and says, "Here, honey, go buy yourself some more money."
Yeah. Oh man.
Buy yourself some more money. What does that even mean?
Go buy you something nice.
Yeah, some more money.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then. Oh yeah, okay. Peter's sitting in his chair doing rich things when Brian comes up with his Star Wars glass. Brian uses the mug to show Peter that what he's become, and he throws it on the ground and it shatters. When this happened, Peter snaps out of it. Peter decides to give them the house instead of paying for the $100 million.
Yeah.
He tries to convince them that the house has a bunch of historical significance.
Oh yeah. Doesn't he like? He dresses the help dresses up as like historical figures, right?
I think no.
I
Maybe.
swear.
He like puts a hole in the wall and he's like, "That's where the stock market crash happened."
Yeah.
And then he just has like a whole bunch of like random stuff, and they're like, he's like, "I happen to know that nothing of historical significance ever happened here," and he's like, "Sure it did."
Sure it did.
And then
just say it did.
he's like, "Oh crap, we're screwed." Lois says, "Let's go home, Peter." Peter says, "We can't. I sold our perfect house." Peter feels ashamed that everybody else thinks he's not good enough for Lois.
Yeah.
Lois then assures Peter that she doesn't care and that all that matters is that she loves him for who he is. He says, "I love you too, Lois," at which point he accidentally touches a button which opens up a secret compartment showing a bunch of pictures of that the house actually did have significance.
Oh.
So
Okay.
it was... This is so funny.
Is this at the end?
Yeah,
This is probably where my internet cut out.
it was America's first presidential whorehouse.
Wow.
With pictures of Lincoln and other presidents.
Oh wait, I think I remember like when I watched it the first time around. Actually,
Dude, it's so funny.
Oh god, yeah,
it's like
great.
all these magazines or like all these pictures of like Lincoln in bed with like 2 hookers.
That's great. That's so Family Guy right there.
Yeah, actually, I guess that's kind of shock humor too.
Yeah.
To be fair, Peter explains he took a picture of himself. And he took one of the pictures for himself and sold the rest. It sold that one in an auction.
Yeah.
And that's how he, because they were like, "How did you?" Because then it cuts to them back on the couch watching TV in their Quahog house.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Dad, you never told us how you even got the house back." And he's like, "Well, I took one of those pictures for myself and sold it on an auction and offered double for what we sold it for." So he basically just reset the plot, put it back to status quo.
Yeah.
But dude, the magazine he holds up says Lincoln liked the whores.
Shit.
That's so funny.
That's great.
What are you doing?
Just looking at my
porn
fucking package that I fucking.
Oh, because you bought like a $400 cologne.
So this is what happened, guys. This is
Tangent
what
time.
happened. This is a off the rails time.
Yeah.
So pretty much, I bought this nice cologne, and then I bought the wrong size. I bought the biggest size, the 100.
First of all, you sent me like a screenshot, and you were like, "I'm gonna buy this $500 cologne," and I was like, "Buy like a $20 cologne from Walmart. What are you doing,
dude? You just gotta get yourself nice things. But I bought the wrong nice thing.
Yeah.
I bought that way big, too big.
Yeah.
Nice thing.
Too big.
Go get my money. Buy this much smaller one that's like.
So you're gonna return it?
Yeah, I'm gonna return it. We'll hopefully we can do that today.
Yeah.
But Yeah, we'll see. Okay, back in the episode.
So how much you spent? You spent $450.
$447 after tax.
That's a lot of money.
I know, it's too much. See, even I'm admitting that.
Yeah. The episode ends with Peter saying, "I learned a valuable lesson. The family doesn't have to like your family doesn't have to like me." Lois says, "Yeah, because I love you." Peter says, "No, because our ancestors were a bunch of whores and pimps." Then he looks at the camera and smiles with his thumb up. I love this episode, but to be honest, I think it was not. I feel like it gets better, and it has been better.
Yeah.
Than this one.
Yeah, that's true. I like season 1 is crazy, bro.
Season 1 is really funny.
It's like the Hitler.
The Hitler streak.
Dude, the Hitler comes back.
Does it?
In like late seasons.
Oh, that's right.
In seasons.
In like season like 3 and 4, or no, 4 and 5.
Yeah.
Because that's when the offensive era starts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, overall, what are your overall thoughts on this episode?
I think it's good. I would give. Are we still gonna like rate episodes?
Yeah.
Okay. I would give it honestly an 8.
Okay. I'm gonna give it a 7.438 out of 10. Out of 10.1.
But yeah, I would give it an 8. I think it was really good. There were some shock humor bits every once in a while. The plot was pretty steady.
Yeah, the plot was good.
Yeah, I think it was good.
I like how it changed everything, and then it went back to normal at the end. I think
that's what I like about Family Guy. Like it's every
episodical.
Every episode is different.
You don't have to watch all the other episodes to get what's going on.
You can start at season 22, episode 1,
and totally get it.
I have done that. That's technically where I'm at, but I'm just kind of doing the rewatch thing because I kind of like to do that. But it's good.
I wrote my thoughts on this episode right after I watched it. So this episode felt fresh since it's the second production season. Yeah, I liked it. Had a bunch of good gags. I liked the story of Peter and Lois. Plus, it's such a Family Guy thing to build up this narrative and then at the end undercut it with a stupid joke.
That's true.
Like where the Peter's like, I love you. That's this revelation, and then it's
nice
just like
knockers.
yeah.
that was my favorite part.
Oh yeah,
that was my favorite
part.
part.
The part I laughed the most at probably was Diamonds. She'll pretty much.
Oh yeah, that too. That was my favorite part too.
And also the Lincoln horror thing.
I didn't get to fucking watch that because my internet sucked.
I thought you finished the episode.
Well, I watched it the first time around, but this time around, I couldn't because my internet just cuts out literally every other hour.
I gotcha.
Every day.
Well, I'm really was able to share that with you.
Yeah, I'm glad you did too.
Yeah. Overall, it was a good episode.
Yeah, I liked it.
Solid episode. Yeah. I'm very excited to dive into season 2.
Me too.
Plow through this giggity.
I mean, let's see. Isn't there 10 episodes or something in season 2?
25, I'm pretty sure. 24 or 23 or something.
We should get it done in about 2 months. Honestly.
About 12 weeks.
Oh, dude, you have snot right here.
I know.
Get it off.
I'm just gonna leave it on.
Oh, just let it dry.
You guys can't see.
Just let it dry.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
Crust.
Yeah.
I'm gonna scratch. I'm gonna be eating something and just scratch it, and it scruffles all over my food.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you guys for watching.
It's time for the fun fact.
Oh yeah. That's right. I forgot to get one.
Let me blow my nose real quick.
Oh shit.
Damn that fucking. I don't know if it's allergies or if it's I think it's a cold.
That's what I kind of had.
Oh really?
Where I would just really. I had a lot of
Well, also I took Dayquil, which kind of stuffs your noses up. It helps my sore throat, but it makes your nose.
Get Mucinex. Well, actually, you have to have a parent to get it for you.
Oh yeah, Ryder had to buy me some pills.
I had to get him some Dayquil because they make it 18 and plus now.
You can make meth. I'm not gonna make meth.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna. No, I never make meth. I don't do meth.
Mucinex Relief. Get the Relief Max.
Oh yeah,
that's the best.
Does it help with your nose?
Yeah, it helps. It loosens every if you have a lot of baggage. If you have a lot of baggage, it helps
Oh, I got a lot of baggage.
Shit.
Your mom's got a lot of baggage.
Oh fuck. Okay. I see it. I'll crisp you here later.
All right, so fun fact. Seth MacFarlane was supposed to be on the American Airlines Flight 11, which crashed into the North Tower of the World Trade Center attacks on 9/11. Fortunately, he was late and missed it. He was flying back from giving a speech at Alma Mater. I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
And he still has the ticket.
That's crazy. Dude, imagine if he actually got on. There would be no Family Guy.
Oh,
really.
Damn.
Well, most likely.
There'd also be no Seth MacFarlane, but Family Guy.
There'd be no Family Guy. There'd be no American Dad.
Oh
There'd be no... What else shows?
A lot of shows that are inspired by Family Guy would never exist.
Oh, man, dude. That's crazy to think about, time and, different consequences.
Think about it. People who were on the maybe if people who were on 9/11 didn't die, maybe there'd be a whole other show that we didn't get to see.
Nah.
Shit.
Holy hell, that's
too
crazy. We might get canceled early.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. That was a joke.
Just blur that out.
Yeah.
Just blur all this out.
Dude, I've actually heard similar stories to that before, but dude, the other day, so I recently went to Memphis, Tennessee. We actually have a new episode coming out in a few weeks on our Shoots and Giggles podcast. If you guys want to go check that out, it'll be in the More Like This section of our Spotify in the host recommendations. It's our other podcast, bi-weekly. We've been making some great episodes over there. Go check it out.
No one checked it out, so you guys need to go over there.
Yeah, please. But I mentioned that because we talked about me going to Memphis there.
Oh, yeah. We talked about a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Talk about a lot of stuff on that podcast.
Yeah.
But so my point is, recently I was going to Memphis. I was flying there. And, dude, so actually I wanted to talk about this. It's speaking of almost missing planes.
Oh, man.
So I've heard stories about like this kind of stuff where like you miss a plane and then that plane fucking crashes. And so me and my mom were kind of running late to this plane.
Yeah.
And all I was thinking is like, shit, if we miss this plane, maybe I'm supposed to miss this plane. Maybe I'm like, maybe it's a good thing.
Yeah.
But, dude, because, I was sitting there and we got all the way to the airport. And then my mom's like, oh, God, where's my phone? Oh, my God, where's my phone? I don't have my phone on me. And my mom was like, I'm just going to go. We're just going to go without it. But then she's like, oh, shit. Our tickets are on my freaking Apple Wallet. So she has to go back and get her phone.
Where's it at?
It was all the way at the house.
Oh, my God.
So
you guys missed the flight, didn't you?
My mom was like, oh, my God. And so we sped home. My mom sped home in like 6 a.m.
Nice.
The speed limit, of course.
Your mom doesn't
For legal
get a speed
reasons.
limit.
Sure she does. So, yeah, she sped home. We grabbed her phone, ran all the way back with a car, obviously. Didn't run there. That would be rough. We sped back, and we made the plane in time. But
that's cool.
And luckily it didn't crash. But I was a little scared. I was like, something's delaying us. Hopefully we don't,
you guys don't die. Shit. But
I'm like, I wish we missed the plane.
Oh, God. All right.
All right, well, with that, that was the end of, that was season 2,
episode 1. Peter, Caviar Eater.
All right, thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to let us know if you would subscribe to a Patreon or a Spotify subscription in the Q&A responses below. Leave us a voice message, rate 5 stars, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.
See ya. Bye.
Giggity, giggity, goo. Peace.